Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So on this lesson we're picking up exactly where we left off in the previous video. We had the game options button in place and now we just need to do the other four. But before I do that, I'm just going to come to the game manager script. And here where we say options button width, below it we've got options header height from when we copied. I should have changed that to button as well. So we'll just go ahead and actually change that in the comments also. And actually I think I'm going to divide it by 100, should make it a little bit bigger. We'll just save that off for now. Okay, with that in place, let's copy everything in the game options button. And we'll paste this in below the other four comments. So we have the game options button in place. Now we need to do display button options. So we need to reference that naming. So underscore display options. So please remember these do correspond to your strings here. If you've used different naming conventions, please be aware of that, as they will need to match in order for this to work. And I missed out some comments on the game options button, so I'll put at this position by these dimensions. And then we'll come to the display options button. So now we've changed the string name. We still want screen width divided by 2. We still want to be at the same place width, but 0. Now it needs to be options button height plus the options offset. And we'll put this into the comments. At this position, width. At this position, height. So obviously this starts at 0. What this is doing is saying the options button height, which is where this button is drawn, plus a little gap, which is the offset, before we draw the next button, which of course is the display offset. So with this, I'll put in the comments and print game options, and that was one I missed out as well previously, so let's just get that in place. So sorry, I'm getting mixed up here. Display options, so let's just check that out. So if I just bring that, there's our game option from the last lesson. No change other than adding the comments. This is the new display options button. So just pause the video if you need to, just to make sure that your code matches mine here. So we've just got to do the same for the other buttons. So I'm just going to go ahead and change the name of the string. And I'm sure you've guessed what we're going to do with the 0. If we want, let's just copy that height line. So if we want room for one button, now we need room for 2 buttons. So let's just paste that in. And I'll just tidy all that up. So, but options button height, we need room for 2 buttons, so we'll say times 2 plus, and I'm going to put the options button offset in brackets and then add times 2. So let's now have a look. And we'll just get the comments in. We can just copy and paste from before. By these dimensions. Game options now needs to be graphics options. And we'll do the same now for the next 2 buttons. So audio options. So let's now have a look. We'll break that up for commenting, and I'm sure you've guessed again, we're just going to paste this over the 0. And of course we're going to multiply these by 1 again, so 3 buttons by 3 offset. And let's have a look. I've just got a red error here for some reason. Let me just come back. Couldn't quite see where the error was, so. And it's just a case of going through. I'm going to tidy up these comments off camera. I may even break up some of the lines, but won't change any of the code. But otherwise we'll just be doing a hell of a lot of commenting otherwise. So and finally for the credits, so let's just double check. So audio times 3 means that we want times 4 this time. And I'll just change this to credits. And one last thing we need to do, we need to come back and we need to change the selected options button. So zeros for game options display will be 1. 2 for graphics. 3 for audio and 4 for the credits. And we'll just save that off there. I won't bother with the rest of the comments. As I said, I'll do those off camera. I will tidy them up. But let's just test out what we've got so far. So we'll start it up. We'll just let it run through as normal. And then we'll select the options. And as you can see, game options, display options, graphics, audio, credits. So there it is working. Now you can't see very well because of the background, so I may change this later, but the graphics is highlighted. You may not see this if you're watching it on a smaller screen, but if you are on a larger screen, you will see that that is slightly lighter, but again needs to be more distinct, but that's not a problem. That's easily done. And of course there's no code at the moment to select anything or even move, but the most important thing is our buttons are there. They are ready now for more code, and I think we'll leave it here for this video. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.